kids like to read. But, so they have to try to catch your attention. So the first sentence starts out, aliens are real. Well, probably. For centuries, people have looked into the night sky and wondered if anyone was looking back at us. And for some scientists who study space, called astronomers, that's their job. Yep, astronomers at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, get to look for aliens all day, every day. Cool, right? Though we haven't met any aliens yet, experts are becoming more and more convinced that we will, soon. We know now that we're not alone, said Steve Howe, a NASA astronomer. We are finding so many planets roughly the size of Earth. It's just a matter of time. Now it's got a heading here, another heading, a subheading. It says, wait, how many zeros? Astronomers say that our universe is so big there are bound to be other forms of life somewhere. Okay, so just how big is outer space anyway? Think about it this way. Earth is part of a solar system of 8 planets that orbit or revolve around the sun. Our sun is just one star out of more than 200 billion stars in a galaxy called the Milky Way. To give you an idea of how big that is, imagine if our entire solar system, including Earth, the 7 other planets and the sun, were the size of a quarter. Compared with the quarter, the whole Milky Way would be the size of the United States. Of course, it doesn't end there. Outside of the Milky Way, scientists estimate there are 70 sextillion stars, that's a 7, followed by 22 zeros, which equals more stars than there are grains of sand on every beach and desert on Earth. Many of these stars have their own groups of planets orbiting them. That's pretty neat, right? That there's more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on every beach and desert in the world. That's neat, huh? The next subheading is called Meet Kepler. Astronomers can see farther into space than ever before thanks to some very high-tech tools. In 2009, NASA launched Kepler, a spacecraft that orbits the sun in search of distant planets. Kepler, named after a famous 17th century astronomer, has a powerful telescope focused on a field of stars in the northern sky. So far, it has found 3,000 possible planets. Every 6 seconds, Kepler takes a picture of the stars. Once a month, Kepler sends its data back to the scientists on Earth. As part of the Kepler mission team, Howe closely studies the data. The team is looking for certain telltale signs of planets. For instance, if a star looks like it's wobbling, it could mean that the star is being tugged back and forth by a planet's gravity. Another sign is a change in the star's light. When a planet passes in front of its star, the star's brightness dims. This change can help astronomers measure a planet's size. In December 2011, astronomers made an awesome discovery. They spotted a planet, which they call Kepler 22b, orbiting its star just the right distance for life, not too close and not too far. This means water could exist on the planet and temperatures there could support life. Planet hunters everywhere celebrated, but they haven't started packing quite yet. The planet is 600 light years away, or about 3.5 quadrillion miles. To figure out for sure if a planet is habitable, scientists need to study its atmosphere, the layer of gases that blocks its star's rays. There is no way of measuring it from such a distance, yet. Each discovery Howe's team makes brings us closer to finding another planet just like ours, with water and living things. Of course, we don't know what the living things will be like. They could be as simple as a single cell or as complex as a human being. But Howe believes that we will find another Earth-like planet during your lifetime. Are you ready? So, that was the end of the article. That was pretty interesting, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. We need to decide what the author's purpose may be for writing this. So what I'm going to let you do on your own is, I'm going to give you each a paper. Now on it it's got name, date, and author's purpose. what you're going to do is you're going to, of course, put your name and date on it, and then underneath it, I want you to write a brief statement, just a sentence or two, about what you think that the author's purpose for writing this article may be. So each of you will get one of these. Pass one back, please. Pass one back. So who wants to repeat the directions? Let's see. Somebody I'm not called on today, give it a try. Let's see. Austin, what are we going to do? So we've read the article, right? Now what are you going to do on your paper? Put your name and date on it, and then what? The author's purpose. You're going to tell why the author wrote this article. What reason do you think that he had for writing this article? David, please sit up. Why? Name and day, and then you tell what you think the author's purpose. What is said Here's Brad. Let's sit up and let's try. Very extended in case he needs help with you. So, the author's purpose. Why did the author write this? What's he trying to tell us about? You don't know? What was the whole thing about? Can I borrow the book there for a minute? Maybe it'll help. What was it about? Just by looking at that. Was it about outer space? Okay. So, do you think the purpose of the author writing this was to tell people about what's out there in outer space? To tell about what? Do you want to know what this is all about? Or do you want to write it? Or do you want me to write here and let you show me about space planets? There's another one in the same spot up there on the desk on the keyboard. Just try that out.
Tell about planets. Would you want to help David for a minute so I can go check on everybody else?
He knows what he wants to write, I think, but he just needs help getting it onto the paper.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul. He said that he thought that it was about outer space. Well, it's okay. He can use this. Wait just a minute. Let's look at the casing. What do you think? You come in here in time to hear the story. Why do you think that author, what was he telling us about? The planet? So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it here and you just copy it here. Just a minute. What was the author telling us about in the article that I read? Was he talking about outer space?
they write that article. What was the author's purpose for even telling us about this?
Yep.
That's what. Nick might say about the same thing this morning. You all think why? Can I see it? So, you told me a few minutes ago that you thought, when I asked you if you thought that it was about space and the planets, that's what you said, right? So we could put that into a sentence and we could say, you want to add more details? Let's go with the you want this here? You just copy that there? What are you doing here? I'm going to figure out.
Okay. So I'm seeing that a couple of you are still kind of writing, but some of you are still done. So, let's see.
Here. Here.
How did you go off?
Olivia's here.
Okay.
Olivia, would you mind telling us what you put?
I put that, I think the author wrote this to convince us there are other life forms on different planets.
That's interesting. So she thinks that the author is trying to be convincing by giving us all of this information, and that the author wants to convince us that there are life forms on other planets. Good answer. Melanie, did you put something? What did you put? What do you think? So she's like Olivia. She thinks that the author wrote this so that people will believe in other life forms. Let's see. He's not here. Michaela, did you put anything different?
The author was was telling us about how there may be another life on other planets.
Right. So all of these answers, the ones that we have heard, they all kind of float around the same purpose. Okay? And that purpose is to inform. When you guys write your own informational articles, you're going to have a purpose for writing it. You may just like the animal that you chose, and you may want to tell people about that animal because you like it so well, and you want them to know all of these cool things about it. That may be your reason. There are many reasons why authors write the things that they do. And you will have a purpose, and you will have an audience in mind when you write your informational piece. So what we're going to do is we are going to pass your author's purpose papers up.
What are we passing?
Pass them up toward Michaela, okay, and she'll collect all of them.